Mark here with Classic Promenade. Today I want to show you what we look at when we're inspecting a Pagoda, a 230, 250, or 280 SL to make sure that it's a high quality car, that it hasn't been messed with over the years. So the first thing when you're walking around is that you see these little notch right here in the fender. So you notice there's a little notch in the chrome light. What happens invariably is if the car has been repainted, a good paint shop will fill that, assuming that it's just some kind of a mistake. So they fill it, and then there's no alignment. So one of the first things we look at is whether or not the notch is there. Opening the hood, there are spot welds all the way along the sides that where the fender and the front apron was welded onto the inner fender panels. And so if you look carefully, you'll see all these little circles here. Those are spot welds. Again, back in the let's say 70s, 80s, maybe even in through the 90s, if there was body damage, they would basically cut out this fender, put a new fender in, and they wouldn't re-spot weld it. So you can look, and they go all the way around. Okay. And you can see this is a really nice original. Additionally, the firewall pad, they do not make it looking like this anymore. So normally these are kind of boogered up, and so you have to replace them. And again, the replacements don't look like the original. Come on onto this side. And the last digits of the VIN are stamped into the driver's side corner of the hood. So we look there. Another thing, which is kind of odd for Mercedes, but you see there are drip marks on the inside of the hood. That's because they didn't really care about the inside of the hood, and they just kind of sprayed it and let the drips fall where they may. We can't really tell here, but there's an area inside the grille that is hand brushed painted. That's how the factory did it. And let me see. Let's come over here. So we always check. Oh, and this is a correct flat black. And notice the drip marks on the underside of the hood. Okay, that's how it was from the factory. There's also right here in this weather strip for the trunk is a date. It's the date that the weather strip was fabricated. And this is in July, it's in German, but July of 1968 is the date for this. So if this was repainted and they redid the weather strip, which is common if you repaint it, then it would have a different date. It would say 1995 or what have you. Quickly, the owner's manual information is kept in this pocket. You notice the tool roll and the wheel wrench are here. Okay, that's where they should be. And this is also kept in this pocket. But if you, importantly now, this is the correct original folder, if you will, and it has the radio information. But in here, you have the original, very important, you have the original plate with the owner of 60 years name stamped in the plate. Okay, so that's from the factory, if you will. So that that's not just a selection of manuals that were bought off eBay, which is very common. And then we lift up the mat, and these mats are gray. Notice it's not black. That's how they were, okay? And if you lift up, you want to check for rust. You notice this is nearly perfect. There are these just little spots, but anyway, this is in remarkably wonderful condition. You have these, like original tags here, but a lot of people, just add these if they're not original. So with that, I think that concludes it for now. Thank you.